But you should never bet the house. You should never risk everything you have on the next trade or the next investment, no matter what it is. And so from here, looking at Tesla, the next level on the 1 hour, we have this bullish shark. It seems if we can hold here, the next is up to 290. 312 and 316. Tesla is up over 10%. We closed out our profit from Friday, if you guys watched our video, for a 104% return today. And that was this morning. If I would have held, I'd be up 230% plus. And what we're going to do in this video is explain how we were able to find that trade, why I ended up taking it. We're also going to talk about the S&P 500 trade where I made $4,000, and ultimately how I like to play this one specific harmonic pattern. And in this instance, it's right 70% of the time, and in the past year, over a 30% return, just trading this one pattern. So we're going to go over all of that as well as much more. If you guys want to learn more about all of this in depth, go check out our Discord community. There's over 12,000 members. All of our trading resources are free and they are over there, including this trade, which we called out on the Discord. We saw this initial sell-off. A bullish shark pattern and all harmonic patterns are going to be reversal patterns. But where a lot of people mess this up is they like to play reversals against the trend. So for me, what I really like to do is just play the upside and just play bullish shark reversals, because this means that the only way we're entering a trade is that the uptrend has pulled back significantly. Pretty easy, right? And so in this instance, I do have my own proprietary numbers that I put into this that I talk about in the book that I'm writing. So now statistically, we know that 70%, I think it's like 71% of the time, that this bullish shark pattern will end up hitting our first target, or the only target in this instance, of $265. So we know that from this entry up to this resistance level of 264, that we have about an 8.33% return. And at this moment, if we were to drag this down to our stop loss, we have a 12.32% loss. For many people, you're going to be like, dude, we have a 0.68 RVR, but you have to understand we are right 71 at the time. And so in this instance, what we're saying as well is that on the bigger time frames, it was looking like we were going to test 260. And if we could push through 260, we could get that even further move up to potentially 280, 290, and $300. And this is what we were talking about within the Tesla section of the Discord community for a while now. This is that 1 hour setup. And we were looking at that take profit of 257.50 with a stop of 245. Accuracy back tested is 72%. And so you can see that as we let this play out, I'm actually just going to go through and put this on number 1. You're going to see that we're continuing to hold. And what I'm really trying to look for in this instance is a push up over this 11 SMA, which we have here in this example, and then eventually a pullback. You can see that now we're trading within this channel. And as we allow this trade to play out on the replay tester, we're just going to let it go by 3 times. You can see that on Friday, we had pulled back significantly, and I felt that we had a really good risk versus reward at that point. As we pulled back and tested 245 once again, I thought to myself that, okay, even from here, I'm not just playing the move to 265 like the actual bullish shark was showing, because I understand, and this is why I use those patterns also in conjunction with many other things. But I understand here that if we break over $260, which we have now, this is very key, guys. I feel like the past couple of weeks here has been a little slow because we're just waiting for the break above 260, or we're waiting for the break below 240. I know at this point that a break over 260 and we're running. We have such low volume up here to where 290 is that I know that once we push through 260, we're going to get the continued run. So I'm not just looking for the move to 265. I was looking for at least a move to 267. And now I did end up scaling out of that position for a very, very solid profit. But the reason I exited at that moment was because I wanted to make sure that today we close over $260. There are a lot of times where we will open up in the morning over a major resistance point, and you guys see this a lot, and then we'll instantly get bid back down, sell off, and we'll end up closing the day below that support level. So I wanted to make sure that Tesla would close over 260 today, which we obviously are going to. I mean, it's 130 right now, but it looks like we're definitely going to close over 260. And so at this point now, it looks like we're off to the races. But my calls expired this Friday, and so I didn't want to continue to hold on to them. If you're somebody who has calls expiring for the next couple of weeks and you're thinking to yourself, should I be taking profits? Should I be looking to scale out? I think a break through this bull flag here, moving our way up to 270, 262, I'd honestly be selling at least half of my position. This is one of the good things about having a bigger portfolio is you can buy 10, 20, 30 contracts. Of course, if you're using proper risk management, I would never go more than 10% of my account on a swing per position max. Really, I'd be looking at 5%. The good thing about this is you can scale out. If you got in with 100 shares on Friday, you can sell 50 right now, and then you can allow them to scale out as we move up to 290 and potentially 300. Because at this moment, we have this gap from earnings up at 290. So I think from here, we will probably see Tesla back up at 280 and 290 within the next couple of weeks. But I'm not going to be buying into this breakout. I closed out my position earlier. I'm extremely happy. I have 400 shares long-term at 202.53, so I'm happy as a pig in shit when it comes to that. I had that SPY trade, which we talked about as well, that we were looking at. Very, very good run, very, very good trade. I was watching that setup on Friday, and if we actually look here, I took another another day trade today on QQQ, but I was covering this in a YouTube short. It's going to be coming out on the Traders Helping Traders community channel, which you guys should definitely go check out because I cover a lot more than just Tesla there. And here we had this big breakout, pullback, inverted head and shoulders, pushed our way up to 448, and it looks like SPY is probably going to push through 450 if we can test this and move our way up to 455, 457, and 460. As a trader, the most important thing that you have is your risk management and playing with probabilities. And this is apparent for everything. And if you're somebody who's going to follow not only any of my trades, but if you ever want to learn how to code your own trading bots or your scripts, you're going to have to understand how to lose. You're going to have to understand that if you want to take the amazing days like today where I'm making 10, 20 grand, I have to be okay with the days where I lose. And I am okay with that. I'm doing this for so long that I understand it's just cost of doing business. But that's one of the things that does hurt a lot of people is they just can't get around that. You have to be willing and okay with taking 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in a row because there will be those times, guys. Like if you were to go through and look at the exact setup that we talked about on Tesla, the same exact shark pattern that plays out so many times and works so well, it doesn't always work out in the beginning. And a lot of times, this is why you have to bake risk into your portfolio because, okay, in this instance, this is right 70% of the time. So if you would have taken this trade here, you would have been like, wow, this works so well. Oh, look here, another big profit, 47%. Oh, another one here, 41%. Oh, this guy's a genius, right? Like me or whoever creates a bot. Oh, he's such a genius. But then look, 2 weeks prior, would have taken, that trade didn't work out. That's a 20% loss. That trade didn't work out. That's another loss. It really just depends on where you end up entering the cycle of your trading strategy. If you look here, we could have hit 4 or 5 wins in a row. Another one, another big win over here. But the whole point is that it's not always going to be that way. And that's what kills people is because they believe that there's like a 60, 70, 80, 90% win rate. So they bet the whole house. Like, bro, I'm just going to be honest because like I've been on the point where I was completely broke and I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore. Like I didn't have patience. Even now I don't have patience. But the truth of the matter is like it's not that big of a deal. Like we're all here to push ourselves and to become better. But at the end of the day, as an investor or as a trader, you should never bet the house. Like I'm all about risk taking, but you should never bet the house. You should never risk everything you have on the next trade or the next investment, no matter what it is. And so from here, looking at Tesla, the next level on the 1 hour, we have this bullish shark. It seems if we can hold here, the next is up to 290, 312, and 316. I hope this video helped, guys. Go check out our Discord community. It's completely free. The link is in the description. Our goal is to help you guys become consistent and profitable traders by giving you access to all of my trades, all of my trading bots and scripts, which I've showed you here, all completely for free. And you get access to all my trades for free your first month just to build up capital to allow it to pay for itself. It's $49.99 a month. We don't want to like paywall all of our stuff. The goal is to get you guys to become consistent and profitable traders on your own, build up your net worth, and then you can come trade alongside of us and learn the ins and outs of exactly what we do. So thank you guys for all the support. All of our courses, all of our lectures, everything is free in the Discord and in the description below, and I hope to see you over there. Peace.